So we're talking about the big transition from A Brief History, which was more of your classic 90s sound, to
Sure.
the three-way, which is and the record before, which was really 60s inspired. And are you saying that there was pushback from that? They're like, what are we doing? We have this one sound and now we're transitioning our sounds completely. Was there pushback there?
There was obviously a little concern that I had gone, bankrupt Sergeant Pepper's,
Right.
they're like, oh, now he's going to play all day and all the night, all day and all the night. And, I remember I maybe was 10 or 11 when the Pretenders version of Gotta Stop Sobbing.
Right.
I'm just thinking of how the Kinks never stopped.
Right.
How, Rolling Stones songs never stopped. And I know people are like, wow, there's a lot more of this like Baroque pop. They talk about the Left Bank, which I love, but it's not like putting on the Left Bank made me want to work on a record like Better Can't Make Your Life Better or the Three-Way.
Yeah.
That we were literally attempting to take these, weird industrial sounds and orchestrate them. Like that was more of my intention than saying, let's go back and study. I was like, how do we make a record that comes from, this chaotic, noisy, 89, 90 rave culture, but make it sound like it was recorded in Paris in 1969. Right. That was the idea.
Is there some validation though? Because A Nanny in Manhattan is that 60s sound, and that song did really well for you guys. You guys played Top of the Pops. You were doing television. Like, was there validation there?
It was. That was challenging because like a lot of artists that the airtime is purchased. And, basically when Levi's wanted to do a commercial to sell their new white tab non-denim line, they hired, and made a big production out of it. And the director of the ad said, I want to use Nanny Manhattan. And in England and in Europe, sometimes before movies, they show ads. And there was this 90-second long ad before movies,
right,
that featured A Nanny in Manhattan. And it was that $2 million worth of airtime was purchased. And when people heard it, they're like, this doesn't sound like Third Eye Blind.
Right.
This doesn't sound like Oasis or Matchbox 20. What is this? It's like Granny's on the mixing desk.
Totally.
And I think that was a series of, I just kept saying yes, even though I wasn't sure what was going to happen next.
Right.
I wasn't, and we were not organized in a way with a business plan.
Yeah. Did you have a manager? Yeah. Did you have a manager?
No. And this is where we just eyes forward, just say, yes, we can do that. Yes, we can do that. And, everyone over here is looking around like, I don't know if this is going to be okay, man.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Like, we'll hire people. They're like, do they know that? I'm like, absolutely not. Nobody says anything.
All right.
And that was the level of infiltration into mass consciousness. And you can't, I don't think you could do that without a level of adaptable sincerity. And in the end, I absolutely believed in what we were doing on all the records. all the different players, all the different affiliate bands. I mean, all of these bands that helped me keep growing, keep
Right.
opening up to what was possible. And I think even though it never became a career, it became something that was nourishing and enjoyable, and it's real for me, for us, for Frontier Records coming in after putting out records that when I was a teenager I listened to obsessively, and like that. If you can find a way to basically in the poker game lose money the slowest,
Right.
basically be the one until you've got you can't lose.